Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member Heinrich. I appreciate your letting me bump into this panel. I hope the panelists don't mind 2 minutes. I know you're trying to get the senators in and out before our votes start. I want to make 3 points about the Energy Efficiency and Industrial Competitiveness Act. I know that Senator Portman has already spoken to the bill, although I figured I needed to get here because I'm sure he called it Portman Shaheen, and I wanted to make sure we got the Shaheen-Portman piece. Some of you remember we have introduced, first of all, it's about energy efficiency, and as everyone knows, energy efficiency is the cheapest, fastest way to deal with our energy needs. My favorite statistic is that over the last 40 years, we have saved more energy through efficiency than we have produced through fossil fuels and nuclear power combined in this country. So it is the low-hanging fruit. Second, this is a bill that has passed this committee virtually every Congress that we've introduced it. We introduced it for the first time in 2011. And I think that speaks for itself. It has gotten hung up on various other issues that have really had very little to do with the specific provisions of the bill. And I think one of the reasons that it's gotten through the committee so well in the past is because it's had this broad array of supporters. Everyone from the leading builders of America to the American Chemistry Council to the National Resources Defense Council. It's very rare that we find a piece of legislation that has that broad a range of advocates supporting it. And third, we can actually pass it through the Congress this year. We have, I think, a much more support in the House than we've had in some past sessions. It has strong bipartisan support. In the past, the last time it passed through the full Senate, it passed with an overwhelming bipartisan majority. So this is legislation that can get done. It can actually provide some savings. According to the American Council for an Energy Efficient Economy, if we pass this legislation, not only would it save consumers over $16 billion a year, create about 300,000 jobs, and be the equivalent of taking 22 million cars off the road. So there are real benefits to passing the legislation. I would urge the committee to consider it and pass it out again so that we can actually make it into law. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
I will